You jump and press the circle button.
Alright, let me start off by saying, no, I'm not changing the channel name back to Super Cooper, but I love the intro so much, and it's really hard to recreate. I made it back on my iPhone when I was like in 8th grade. I don't know. I use certain tools that I don't have anymore. I'm sure I could do it after a while. Anyways, I'm just going to include all of my glitch and mod videos into a new series called Super Cooper because I think the name is fitting. That, and I love that intro so much, and somebody asked about it the other day and I promised them I'd bring it back. Anyways, welcome back to Bassam. Today we're going to do some interesting things in Holland, episode 3 of Sly 3. Recently I've been messing around with the September Sly 3 prototype, which has a built-in debug menu, so I can do a lot of crazy things with that, as well as a brand new mod that came out created by Sly Cooper Reload Coded called the Map Mastery mod, which allows me to go out of bounds without dying sometimes, as well as do things like walk on water. First on the itinerary is this boss fight with Mugshot. I always really liked this boss fight in Sly 3. First of all, Mugshot's just one of my favorite characters in the series, but it always did kind of disappoint me that we fought him with Carmelita. She wasn't really my favorite character to play as. I felt that her controls were a bit wonky, and I didn't really like using the gun. So with the debug menu, I was able to fight him with any character that I wanted. I started off with Sly. I didn't use him for the full fight, but I did use him to try and get a cool thumbnail. I still haven't made it yet, so I don't know what pose I'm going to use. But here's some like cool footage that I got, because I can use a free camera with a debug menu, and I can take it anywhere I want. I can freeze time, I can do a lot of cool things, and I figured it would be a great tool for getting thumbnails from now on. But eventually I figured I was wasting my time and started fighting him with Murray, and the boss fight was over within seconds after that because Murray deals way more damage. And doing all of this actually reminded me that there was another boss fight with Mugshot before this. Now with that, you had to defeat him with machines, and once again, it's just like not very fun means, in my opinion. That you have an opportunity to fight Mugshot twice, but once with Carmelita and once with just random ass gadgets. Wasn't the best. I had a little fun in the hangar fighting him. I brought different characters into the mix, including Penelope, which is really cool. With the debug menu, I can actually select her as a character and use her in a way that was never actually done in the final game. The game even recognizes her to press buttons, and she already has an icon loaded in, so I really believe that she was just supposed to be a regular playable character at one point. I also warped into the control room with Bentley to see what he was doing. Honestly, he was kind of tweaking in there. I ended up deciding to give him his space. But moving on, what I also love about the debug menu and these mods is that I can get out of bounds really easily. And one place that I always wanted to go was just in these outer fields in the main hub world. I mean, there's not a whole lot going on out there. You can just really see with your own eyes that it's a bunch of copied and pasted assets, but that didn't really stop me as a kid just really wanting to explore and free roam. Unfortunately, even with these tools, I still really can't because most of it out there isn't even solid. But, with the free cam, I can get really cool shots of it. And I did notice there is one area that actually is solid out here, and that's a satellite. I brought Sly over there. I got him on the satellite. There's the blue sparkles and everything. So I think I got a really cool shot with Sly there. I loved that. That really surprised me. But that's all I have for today, guys. Now that you have a little bit more of an understanding of the tools that I'm using, if you have any requests, anything that you want me to do in these games using these tools, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to get some suggestions. If you give me one, chances are I'm gonna do it.